Hi guys, welcome to I Love Indies. I want to start things off by saying a big thank you to everyone who has supported and subscribed to the channel. Last week we hit 500 subscribers, a huge milestone. Thank you so much. If you're not yet part of Indie Island and enjoy this video, please click that subscribe button and help us to reach that next milestone. Coming up in this week's video, we have a creature made of paper trying to save its world from fiery monsters. We have a colourful Roguevania where you use a lasso to capture and ride enemies. And we also have a retro platformer inspired by the classics from the Nintendo Game Boy era. First up, we have a cosy town management sim featuring self-replicating robots looking to establish a new colony after escaping Earth. The Colonists first came out on Steam in early access in 2018. This week, it heads to consoles. The low poly art style of the game is lovely and the soundtrack suitably soothing. In fact, the game reminds me a lot of fellow building sim Dorf Romantic, another indie gem released earlier this year. With 14 missions, a sandbox mode, time challenges, and even a map editor, the Colonists has plenty to offer. It's a sort of game you can easily lose hours playing as you manage, explore, refine and watch your automaton world develop. If you have fond memories of the Settlers games, you enjoy a good board game, or you're looking for an indie that offers a refreshing change of pace, well, check out The Colonists now. It really is a game to fall in love with. It's out on the PC, the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. The console ports also feature new controls designed specifically for gamepads, there's a new user interface and there's even robot hats. Papetura is an atmospheric puzzle adventure game in which everything is made entirely out of animated paper. From tiny bugs, strange creatures, monsters and unique locations, everything is cut and glued together by hand. Together with beautiful music made by Floex, it creates a mysterious paper world covered in light and darkness. The game has been in development for many years and is inspired by old classics like Neverhood, Machinarium and the movies of Studio Ghibli. Look out for Papetura this week on the PC via the Steam store. Billed as a Roguevania, Patch Quest is a monster taming adventure featuring elements of two of my favourite indie genres, Metroidvanias and roguelites. In this game, the randomised world is made up of different areas all stitched together like a patchwork quilt. There are several biomes available for the early access launch, including jungle, coast and zen zones. Each feature distinct animals, plant life and traps. Patch Quest features twin-stick shooter mechanics similar to Enter the Gungeon and The Binding of Isaac, with the left stick controlling your character and the right the direction of your weapon. You're also equipped with your trusty lasso. Throw it towards an enemy, do a full 360 around them, tame them and then ride them. All enemies can be mounted and each have unique attack and defensive abilities, which can be upgraded as you play. You can even take creatures home to your base camp to keep as pets. As you navigate the ever-changing world, you'll collect wildlife, which you record in your journal. Go back to base camp, plant the flora and build bonds with your pets. Patch Quest is an adorable roguelite that feels really polished in its early access state. Check it out now on the PC via Steam. We don't often feature new demo releases in the weekly videos, but here's one definitely worth a look. Super Magbot is a precision platformer with a difference. There's no jump button. Instead, armed with positive and negative polarities, you use a magnet to push, pull and propel yourself around levels. The demo features the first 15 levels of the game, and after that extra levels are available, but you're time limited with these and only have 15 minutes to get as far as you can. With stunning pixel art graphics, a catchy chiptune soundtrack, plenty of hard to reach collectibles and truly unique gameplay, publisher Team 17 looks to have another indie gem on their hands here. The Super Magbot demo is available on Steam now, and expect the full release later in the year. When the developer of Save Me Mr. Tako parted company with publisher Colonists last year, the game disappeared from the Nintendo eShop and also the Steam store. This week, it resurfaces in the form of a definitive edition. If you're not familiar with the game, Save Me Mr. Tako is a retro platformer made to look and feel like something from the Game Boy era. You play as the titular Tako, a peace-loving octopus caught up in a war between humans and the Octopus Kingdom. On your quest, you will solve puzzles, find and wear a wardrobe of 50 different hats, meet memorable characters, and compete in minigames. This revamped definitive edition includes new difficulty modes, a hint system, graphical tweaks, and many other quality of life improvements. Save Me Mr. Tako is back where it belongs. Check it out now on the PC via Steam and also the Nintendo Switch. Nongunz Doppleganger Edition is a highly stylised, monochromatic roguelike shooter that subverts all expectations from the off. There's a deliberate lack of instructions or tutorial. Everything in the world has to be discovered and deciphered by the player. Your purpose is not clear. The menu seems to be in a language of symbols, and weapons and abilities come in the form of cards with positive and negative attributes. Even quitting the game is obtuse, with a further surprise revealed once you find out how to do so. When you work out where to go, or start a run, you'll face typical roguelike mechanics. There's randomised rooms with a branching map, treasure chests replete with weapons, NPCs to rescue, shops to buy upgrades, and end-of-level bosses to fight. Controls, like the rest of the game, are not immediately intuitive. You may even need to remap buttons to suit your preferred style. This is not a twin-stick shooter, and the only way to fire above your head is to do a cool acrobatic slide, which takes a bit of getting used to. Nongunz is an enigmatic game, requiring patience and perseverance, but starting to understand its world is what makes it so compelling, and for that reason it's our indie game of the week. With its Doppleganger edition, the game returns to PC, and it's now available for the first time on consoles, including the Nintendo Switch. Next week is packed with some fantastic indie games to look forward to. We've got Sock Venture, a Meat Boy-esque precision platformer where you play as superhero Super Sock on a quest to retrieve missing socks from a cursed washing machine. Look out for this one on PC, May the 11th. Then there's Lost Ruins, a side-scrolling Metroidvania about a girl with amnesia. Hack and slash your way to answers in an anime pixel art world reminiscent of the Momodora series. This one's out 13th of May. And on the same day, Konami is reviving one of its oldest franchises in the form of Getso Fumaden Undying Moon, a 2D side-scrolling roguelite that plays like Dead Cells and has a Japanese art style similar to indie classic Okami. Look out for these games and much more in next week's Indies of the Week video. To keep up to date with all things indie and never miss an upload, please subscribe to the I Love Indies channel and also follow us on Twitter where we highlight a new indie game release each day of the week. I'll leave you with the trailer for The Invisible Hand, a stock market management sim out this week where duplicity and deception are essential if you want to get ahead. Until next time guys, keep loving indies.
You want it in? You're in. Welcome to Farios, pal, where dreams come true while the rest of the world is fast asleep. One little tip, don't be a loser. At Farios, we turn chaos into gold, political loss into financial gain. No point being here unless you're willing to go all in, so forget everything you care about, okay? You chew gum? Gary, get us some gum. Every day is a bigger objective with a bigger reward. You gotta take risks to maximize your commission, even if it means screwing over a few pension funds. We don't get to retire. Why should they? Where most people see how the tragedies of modern day society cause devastation to the masses, we see a ticket to the moon. Lobby connections to swing the market in your favor, and deal with the fallout later. Pay no mind to any rumors of investigation. The cops are all part of the game at this point. There's no law against making money illegally, pal. That's what lawyers are for. You don't have one? Gary, get in here! At the end of the day, we all know what truly matters. Profit! Wealth is power. It's life on the wire. It's rolled up sleeves. It's abusively yelling at your coworkers, unprovoked. You think you got what it takes? We'll see you Monday. Gary, what's the ETA on that gum?